Good morning. This is addressed to some of my young friends. It's about 4 o'clock in the morning. I'm getting ready to take off to Australia tomorrow for a disconnect and a little break. They say I'll still be available by Zoom and everything else, but I need the distance, the miles between us. This is for Cody and Ramon and the infamous Mr. Woods, Oliver, Kylie, Mladenka, Isaac, Danny, and many other of my young friends, and anyone else. You know who you all are, and anyone else who happens to be listening to this anyway. It's addressed towards the younger generation versus me being an old fossil and an older generation, theoretically. Um, I want to share with friends and folks that are younger than I am, obviously, about and give you some thoughts ahead of time for you as you sort out life. It's not to be negative, but I've listened, looked, felt, sought, searched, experienced lots during my journey of life so far. I'm always telling my students at the university to look around, feel, look, take the time to look out the window, take the time to absorb things, okay? And I wish I could tell you all, you know, that those of us who are my age group, my contemporaries, um, that we have made the world perfect and we've cured all illnesses, made poverty a thing of the past, fixed everything, and made the world just excellent. But no, I can't really. Uh, what I have learned personally is the world gets better, but it'll never get better to probably perfection. It's whatever you need, whatever works for you. But it's not going to be perfect, because if it was really perfect and everything went perfectly well, then life would be kind of boring anyway. It's the speed bumps and that make us think and do. Okay, and the world's always going to have some suffering, some drama, some angst. Uh, amidst all of this is the cool stuff, the beauty, the experiences we can have. Look around and enjoy them. But what I hope to leave you all and bring up in this little thing here is kind of, it's the wisdom and the ability to cope and enjoy it, to grow with it as you gain more awareness. As you gain more awareness and tools to change things, more ways to handle the drama, you can and will grow and learn and appreciate life more and more as you look around and you see and you feel and you listen to the songs and you write songs and you listen to the music and you watch the sun go up and the sun come down and all these things during your journey called life. Hey, I'm sorry for the shit I'm leaving, and I'm sorry for the crap others in my age group and that have left for you, including some of the political crap. Um, nope. There's a lot of things I'll never understand why it couldn't just all be pretty good. I use this as an example all the time that I'll never know why, as an AIDS test site person in 1986, I had to sit there with a mom and tell her sweet little 4-year-old kid who was, there next to us on the floor playing with stuff while we're talking about him and giving us test results. 4-year-old kid sitting there, sweet as can be. He had contracted the AIDS disease innocently from a blood transfusion at birth. I had to tell that mom that her 4-year-old had 6 months left to live. And yet he made about 7 months, and she called and said, "You're right." And yet 2 hours later, I got to tell a 38-year-old drug addict that I'd met up at the Rainbow Bar and Grill, who always used to come in and show us his track marks on his arm for the drugs he was doing. I got to tell him he was okay and was going to be fine. I remember him getting up and saying, "Oh my God, God loves me, God loves me," which would mean then in turn that God didn't love that little 4-year-old. And I said, God may love you, but get out of my office, please. I can't handle this. In situations like that, we can blame God, we can blame some, higher power, whatever we need to do. And we can find excuses and reasons why these things happen. We can blame, forever. Um, But I couldn't change those results. I hugged the mom and the kid as they left. It was sad. And obviously, it still bothers me 35, 40 years, whatever later. I hope you will realize you are mortal in life, that you've been given some gifts. Use those damn gifts to help make the world smile, to help keep the world rolling. I believe you can. And if I didn't think so, I wouldn't spend time with many of you and talk to you. Thanks for the time you've already spent together with me. I appreciate it. As I see folks in my age group expire, take the dirt nap as we call it, croak, die, whatever you want to call it, I appreciate the gift of life that I've been given. I've been in movies, I've been on TV, I helped after the Rodney King stuff, I helped change a lot of the stuff, the way law enforcement dealt with things. I helped bring hospice into the country in 1960s, which was pretty cool. I do appreciate the gift of life I've been given, and I hope you do too. So keep rolling, make yourself proud, and the people around you, the people that count, not arrogantly, but humbly, by sharing your gifts, your talents, and your wisdom and your presence in people's lives. And I want to thank you for being the fountains of youth that have kept me going for so long. How many times have some of you, sorry about that, how many times have I told some of you that we talked to, I said, you're the fountain of youth. You're the reason why I get up in the morning. Because, I get up sometimes in the morning and I think, why? This is going to be another crappy day. Or, when you get old, you got illnesses and you got different things going on. But you're the reasons for many of us to get up and get going. And you are appreciated. Thank you. And for me, at least, you are all special. Very special. Thanks again. Be careful.